Hello sports fans, welcome to the sports segment on my community. My name is Bayonle Arashi. I'm excited to come your way again this week in what has been one of the best weeks in the beautiful game of soccer across Europe. Now we have the 4 semi-finalists in the UEFA Champions League: Liverpool, Barcelona, of course Tottenham Hotspur, and the giant killers themselves, Ajax Amsterdam. It's been an absolute fairy tale adventure for Ajax Football Club of Netherlands in the UEFA Champions League. They've never had it so good in the last decade in the Netherlands. Of course, they will be playing in the last 4 of the UEFA Champions League. Remember, Ajax Amsterdam stopped the current champion of UEFA Champions League, Real Madrid, and of course, they stopped Cristiano Ronaldo again on Tuesday night from claiming his 6th UEFA Champions League trophy. I'm very, very excited for Ajax, and it looks like these guys might just go all the way. On Tuesday night, they defeated Juventus 2-1 in Turin, of course, to qualify for the first semi-finals in over 15 years for Ajax Football Club. Barcelona did a very easy job against Manchester United at home in Nou Camp by beating them massively. Messi's show at that particular evening: Barcelona 3, Manchester United none. Of course, winning that particular fixture by 4-0 on aggregate. And of course, on aggregate between Juventus and Ajax, it ended 3-2. Remember, Ajax got that very, very important home goal, while Juventus came home to Netherlands, of course, in that particular one. So it's going to be this way in the semi-finals: Liverpool against Barcelona. How excited are you for that particular fixture? I think it's going to be real awesome. That game will probably be the best game this season that we've seen, because I believe Liverpool will do very, very well against Barcelona than any other British team in the past. Maybe Chelsea has probably had one of the better starts against Barcelona, but I think this Liverpool squad, coming from that euphoria of their final participation last season in the UEFA Champions League, I think these guys might just be able to nick another finals in the Champions League. And of course, it's going to be so tough between Tottenham Hotspur and Ajax Football Club of Amsterdam as well. Tottenham Hotspur did it against all odds at the Etihad Stadium on Wednesday night, but of course losing that game 4-3, but because they scored a home goal and they scored 3 away goals at the Etihad Stadium, they qualified on away goals rule. It is what it is in the game. Nobody can change that particular one. And of course, Liverpool went away to FC Porto to beat them by 4-1, winning that one very, very easy, 6-1 on aggregate, of course. And that's how it's going to be in the UEFA Champions League. But of course, I want to throw something at you guys real quick. I want you to predict who will be the 2 finalists in the UEFA Champions League. Tweet at me at Midas Soccer. It's showing on the screen right now. Tell me who you think will be in the finals of this year's Champions League itself. And of course, tomorrow we have Slavia Prague against Chelsea, and we have Arsenal against FC Porto. We don't know who's going to qualify for the semi-finals among those teams. And of course, we have another huge one coming up in Spain: Villarreal against Valencia itself. We look forward to what will happen in the Europa League and see who will qualify for the semi-finals in that one, because as at the time of shooting this episode of the show, those games are yet to be played. Finally on the show, real quick, some boxing news now. American boxer Jarrell Miller, of course, did not get his license to fight Anthony Joshua of Britain. We always say he's our own from Nigeria, but of course we all know Anthony Joshua is British by birth, and of course he fights for his father and motherland, which is England itself. He would not be fighting Jarrell Miller on June 1 as stipulated before now, because he could not get his license. He tested positive to his substance in his urinal test. So the sponsors of Anthony Joshua are looking for another opponent for Anthony Joshua for his game in June 1, which is going to be his debut in the United States. Of course, his sponsor, they call them Matchroom, There is promoter. They said they've already sold 15,000 tickets at the Madison Square Garden for that particular fight. So there's no way they're going to cancel that particular fight coming up on June 1st at Madison Square Garden. Anthony Joshua will definitely fight and make his debut in America on June the 1st, 2019. That's about it for now on Sports Segment on My Community. Keep watching this show, and of course, bring your product and services to come sponsor the show. And of course, special thanks to my producer AY for this wonderful job tonight. And of course, I'll see you guys again next week. God bless you guys, and I love you all. Keep doing sport. Bye bye now.